thank you for the honor of joining with you this morning as countless Americans will pause on this solemn day. A day to honor the nearly 3,000 innocent people, fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters, whose lives were senselessly taken by a heinous act of terrorism. It is today a day to remember and give thanks to the first responders who risked and gave their lives heroically attempting to save the lives of others. For these brave individuals, their fight would go on as they struggle with illnesses caused by their work at Ground Zero. Thanks to the tireless advocacy of many, culminating in the passage of the Never Forget the Heroes Act earlier this year, these men and women will finally get the care and support they desperately need and richly deserve. Today is also a day, however, to cherish and celebrate those lives lost. The birthday parties and bar mitzvahs, the Christmas mornings and family dinners, the laughs and the tears, and most of all, the love they shared with their family and friends. We shall never forget their lives, nor the tragedy of this day. But we should also remember that on September 11, 2001, no one stood alone. On that dark day and in the weeks that followed, people from throughout this nation were New Yorkers, Americans. We felt the pain as one. We stood shoulder to shoulder. We extended our thoughts, prayers, and aid to those affected. We all lived out our motto, E pluribus unum, out of many, one. As we came together with righteous anger and common purpose to bring to justice those who planned the attack, to ensure such an attack would never happen again, and to show the world that the United States of America would not be broken. Today is a day to remember our strength as a nation comes from each other. The tightness of the social fabric that binds us, the willingness to stand not only with your neighbor, but a fellow American hundreds of miles away. And from the resolve to support our democratic society in the face of adversity. And to live out those truths that we hold and believe to be self-evident. Today is a day to remember that our freedom is built on trust in each other and belief in our shared goal to better ourselves and our nation. It is through this strength and the careful caretaking of freedom we show those who threaten our way of life our resilience in the fruitlessness of their quest to undo the United States. September 11th is a day to remember the American experiment is not without its enemies, and that at times we must fight to protect it. We must honor those like the individual recognized here at this space, at this park, who are willing to fight for all of it. And on this day, it is especially important to remember those who gave their lives in the global war on terror. Not only those of our own armed forces, but our allies as well. It is a day to take pride in the countless young people who, inspired by the events of 9/11, went to a nearby recruitment office, joined a local fire department, or began pursuing careers in Homeland Security. They wanted to be of service, to preserve our great experiment, as they knew, and we still know today, this nation, our nation, is worth protecting. It is an unfortunate fact of the human condition that the brightest parts of our shared humanity show in the darkest of times. And on a day like today, as we grieve and remember, we must cherish the memories of those lost and honor them by shining the light of unity as bright as it shined on that fateful day 18 years ago. And so let us honor them with our love of each other and for our nation, with our commitment to the way of life terrorists seek to destroy, and with that resolve stand shoulder to shoulder as Americans, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and God bless.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.